Okay, guys. So I'm going to show you the slide of today's class. Be ready with your book, notebook, and pencil. Okay? Krista. Yes.
New book?
No, it's not the new book. It's the fourth. It's the
Wait, teacher, wait.
no. It's the new book. It's the third trimester book. Third trimester. Okay. Okay. So I'm starting. Let's see. Krista, read the title, please.
Characteristics of New Spain. Objective, to comprehend the differences that existed in New Spain.
Okay, guys, so today's class, you're going to write the title, characteristics of New Spain, and the objective of today's class is to comprehend the differences that exist in New Spain. Okay, so please let me know if you're done so I can change the slides. Okay, Angel is ready. Jimenita is ready. So I'm going to the next slide. Denia is ready. Excellent. The next slide is going to show how Mexico used to be. This is Mexico when it was New Spain. Now is United States of Mexico, no? Estados Unidos Mexicanos. But here is Mexico in New Spain. In 1535, as you can see, the region, it used to be bigger. We used to have all of this part of Mexico. Now it belongs to the United States. Here is Sonora over here. So all of this territory used to be Mexico. How big it was, right? What differences do you see of Mexico back then of today's Mexico? Who wants to participate?
Me.
Nico.
Me.
Me. Silencio, Manolo, cállate.
Okay, remember that we're recording, guys. We gotta be very respectful when we're in class, okay? So Nico, you were saying?
That it was bigger, the territory, and it was like separated like between states.
Between
like,
states,
because like the north was controlled by like from other type of government.
Okay. Look how big does all of this, like Sonora, if we say this is Sonora, how big it used to be, right? Then over here, it was only one piece, one slide, no? And here it was only one Baja California. And all of this is now Latin America, right? Okay, do you recognize these?
Yes.
Where is it?
Yes.
The south of USA, California, Nevada, no, Mexico, Arizona, y Texas.
Okay, yes, very good. Okay, so that is Mexico back in 1535. That's how it used to be. Do you think Mexico is going to, like now in the 2020s and further years, do you think we're going to change geographically? Is there going to be any other change? Or do you find this difficult?
Yes.
No.
No.
It's almost impossible.
Almost impossible. Why?
Because it's the USA is like we're never going to defeat them in a war, and like
Okay, a war can happen, right? Everything is very
like all the other countries will be angry with us because we annex other countries.
Okay, very good. Excellent. Okay, let me show you the next slide, okay? This map, you can find it in your Spanish book, in the key. The next title, Maria Rene, what does it say?
Royalty and colonialism.
Okay, viceroyalty and colonialism. Hi, Martin. Okay, look, Martin. Do you see here, Martin?
Buenos días. ¿Dónde, dónde? Ah,
The-
yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Son tardes.
What does it? Oh, yeah, it's
Ahí
true.
está.
Good afternoon. What does it say here in the title? Before?
Before New Spain, Mexico territory was independent, one space from another.
Uh-huh. Before New Spain, Mexico was independent. They were independent. Nobody was the boss but them. No? The leader of the
Yes.
tribe was the boss of that territory. But after, when Spain conquested us, came, is when we're going to find that we had to follow their own rules. Politically, economically, and socially, we were under their wing or sword. No, not wing, the sword of Spain. So what is the difference between viceroyalty and colonialism? Well, guys, colonialism is when the Spaniards came and arrived to our territory and they started making like their little store of, like a store in where they sold their groceries, their houses, like they started like installing in our territory. Nowadays, we can say like the community, the place where we live. No? That is colonialism. Like they make their little cities here in Mexico, like if they were in Spain. But viceroyalty would be that the crown of Spain, the king of Spain, sent to Mexico the viceroy to govern Mexico. So this territory changed its name and its rules. It's not longer how everybody used to call it in a native tongue. Now, everybody knows that this territory, the one that I just showed to you, is New Spain. That's the new name. They baptized this territory, New Spain. And with the baptism of New Spain came the new rules of how they had to play the game. How do you have to live now? It's going to be under the rules of the Spanish crown. The king of Spain is going to be the king of New Spain too. Am I being clear?
Yes.
Yes. So imagine how difficult this was, Leon. It's like if somebody comes, imagine, I don't know, Alejandro Casanova coming to your room. El Alex Casanova comes to your room and tells you, you know something, Leon? This room now is going to be pink. It's no longer going to be white. And the bed is going to be now over here. And your closet is going to be this space only. My clothes belongs here. And you're going to sleep in the floor, no longer in the bed. I'm going to sleep in your bed. And you have to make my homework and wash my dishes and my clothes. How would that make you feel, Leon?
It's like
Clavos,
How?
como, no sé, teacher, como
How?
sus
How? In
clavos.
English. Like a slave?
Like a slave, because I'm doing his homework. No, like he's, how can I say? Ayudante?
Helper?
Or something like that.
Okay.
Wait,
Uh-huh. Okay, I'm writing here your participation, okay? Rene, you wanted to say something. Nico, I wrote your participation too, okay? You wanted to say something, Maria Rene. How would that make you feel? If somebody comes and takes out, like, away from your room all of the drawings that you've made. No longer, Maria Rene, you can't have your drawings in your room anymore. No paintings, no pencils, nothing. That's prohibited for you. How would that make you feel?
I will feel very, 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 very mad.
I thought you were gonna say sad. Now, and you, Japsy, how would you feel, Japsy?
Oh, very bad too. Very bad.
But why?
Because it's not good to do all the things.
Okay. So that is how that makes you feel, and we're only talking about your one room, your bedroom. Now imagine a country. Who wants here? Miss, no se escucha nada. Lisania, you can't hear me. Sure, Valeria, you can read. Valeria, you're next, okay? Lisania, are you here? Okay, I'm changing slide. Okay, Valeria, you may start.
Who ruled in New Spain? Besides the viceroyalty, there was in first place the King Council of the Indies, the Casa de Contratación of Seville, then the Royal Audience, Governor and General Captains, mayors, and corregidors.
Teacher,
Yes?
Lisania went out of the llamada, and she will get in soon.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Carol. Okay. Who ruled New Spain? Well, I have here. Yes.
Wait. Ay, no lo encuentro.
Okay, I'm going to continue. Can you hear me well?
Yes.
Okay. Guys, as I was telling you, who ruled in New Spain? First, I have here at your right side like a triangle. Okay, Julio, are you here? Julio Cesar Rochin? Okay, pay attention because I'm going to ask something to you. Okay, I have here a triangle at your right side. Over here on the top, I have the king. After the king, I have like the viceroyal. Okay, the viceroyal is the one that was sent to Mexico to rule over the commands of the king. Okay, we had here too the king councils. Those are like the bunch of people that are following the king and telling him what to do and not to do. Okay, then we had the Casa de Contratación of Seville. I couldn't find the translation here. The Casa de Contratación of Seville. Then the royal audience, the governor and the general captains. We had the mayor of the mayors. And the last ones were the corregidores. All of that people were the ones that told them, the Mexicans, the natives, what to do, how to do, when to do, and why to do. As Leon said, they were treated as slaves, many of us were mistreated, okay? They came from another country and they told us what to do. Why? Because there were more developed like in strategies of fighting, and they had the vision of conquesting and expanding. Okay? So this is like this triangle gives us an idea of how we were. At the lower part of this pyramid, were the Indians, the slaves. Okay? And on top, we had the other ones that I just mentioned. Any questions till now? Angel, is
No.
nothing that you would like to say, Angel? Mainet? No?
Nope.
Teacher,
Yes?
can you zoom the part of the triangle?
Sure. You know, I was looking for a better image, but I couldn't find anything. Give me one moment. Give me one. Ah! Okay, I'm trying. Let me close your here. Okay, we had the king. You're gonna write all of these?
But
Yes.
pero yo no el texto.
But in the triangle.
Ah, bueno.
This is the triangle. Just all of these that are here were Spanish people, the ones that made like the commerce, the ones that owned banks, the landlords. They were from Spain that came and lived here, okay? From there, it's when the rest starts. Here is where you could find the mixing races. When a Spanish person married a native indigenous woman, or when an Indian married a black person, when a black person married a Korean. Okay, over here, you're going to find all the mixes, the mixture of races.
Teacher, can you put a little bit up the image?
Like that? We're missing only one slide. Okay, let me continue. Okay, guys?
Yes.
Okay, let me show the next slide. Let me unzoom. And this is what we have. I was mentioning about the mixture of races. Okay, when a Spanish married an Indian, we had a half-blood. I think that 80%, if not like, no, more than 80% were half-bloods, like 99. Indian with black, Sambo, black with Samba, Sambo Prieto, Spanish with black woman, Mulatto, Mulata with a half-blood Spanish man is a Morisco, Spanish with a Morisca, Albino, Albino with Spanish woman, Saltatras, Indian with Mestizo, half-blood, was a Coyote. Spanish with Coyote, Arnizo, Coyote with Indian Chamizo, Korean with Indian Campudo, Cambujo. Cambujo with Indian woman, Tente en el Aire, and Mulato with a Tente en el Aire, it was an Albarazado.
Do we go to copy all that?
No, of course not. Of course not. Okay. Let me stop sharing. And now we're gonna see our faces, okay? What do you think of all the races that I just told you of? Have you ever heard some of those before? Or this is your first time?
About the mestizos, I heard it.
Uh-huh.
Mestizos.
Mestizos,
Mulatos.
And
mulattos.
Uh-huh.
And black people.
the black people. But salta para atrás and the rest. Did you hear those before?
No.
Do you think that a member of your family
No.
has one of these backgrounds that is one of these that I just mentioned to you? Do you have any black member of your family that married a Spaniard person or a mestizo? Like an
I don't
aunt
know.
that married a black, no? Because sometimes our aunts or uncles marry a black Native American, right? Or a Korean or a Chinese or a Native, an Indian. So now you know how they call that mixture of race. If it has a root of Latin blood, of Mexican blood, that would be the new race that you would see there. Okay, guys, let's see. We have time for questions. Any questions of today's class?
I have a question about the notes.
Okay. Tell me, beautiful.
We need to send all the notes Friday.
All the notes. There are 2 notes per week only because we have only 2 classes.
Okay.
Today's notes
And
and
we
the
need
one
to
that
send
you're
it.
having on Thursday. Yes, Lisania?
And we need to send like a new activity that you're going to do or the activity of the homework.
It is the activity of the homework. Did you see that I only made 1 activity? Did you see that? It's to make this.
My activity, we're going to put both notes and homework.
Like that.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
this way you won't see lots of things in the, like, too many things. So just send it in the same. You will have the
Okay.
photos of your homework and your notes, and you send it there. There was a student of 2nd A
Teacher.
that made a video, and she sent it like that, a video.
Hi.
It worked.
What was the homework?
Ahí está la actividad.
The
It's
homework
in
is,
messages. It's in the chat.
it's in the chat, yeah. It's like the board.
Teacher, their
Yes.
class is on Friday.
This Friday, May
No.
the 1st? No, there's no class on May the 1st.
Qué bien.
Ooh.
What you there's nothing to do. Like, you're not going to.
Más que lo de física.
¿Están aburridas estas clases?
Yo no lo dije, lo
Ya
dije
sé.
All of the
Lo peor es
classes.
que no aprende.
Okay, the
They are
thing is,
bored.
the thing is, guys,
Pasando volado.
the thing
Teacher.
is,